Para for dictation, 5 seconds to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Supreme Court, in a judgment on Friday, observed that child trafficking and commercial sexual exploitation of children by organized cartels is a deeply disturbing reality in India, which continues to flourish despite protective laws. Full point. The court said child trafficking networks have a complex and layered structure which operate at various levels of recruiting, transporting, harboring, and exploiting minor victims. The judgment, which laid down guidelines for appreciating evidence in child trafficking cases, said courts must not disbelieve the testimony of a trafficked child just because of minor inconsistencies in her evidence. Such organized crime activities operate as apparently independent verticals whose insidious interactions are conveniently veiled through subterfuge and deception to hoodwink innocent victims. A bench of Justice Manoj Misra and jo- Joyamalya Bagchi said a victim's sole testimony must suffice if her version appeared to be credible and convincing. Full point. A trafficked child must not be treated as an accomplice by the courts. Her deposition is to be given due regard and credence as that of an injured witness. The court directed Justice Bagchi, who authored the judgment, termed child trafficking and sexual exploitation as an offense that struck at the very foundations of dignity and bodily integrity. The judgment concerned a minor who was forcibly pushed into illicit sexual intercourse by a gang of traffickers in Bangalore. Full point. Her persistent refusal to consent had led her to be confined in a rental apartment until she was rescued by the police in November 2010. The top court, while upholding the conviction of the gang members under the Immoral Traffic Prevention Act, said the case laid bare the moral and material abandonment of a child whom the state was continuously obliged to protect from harm's way. Justice Bagchi said courts must not discard a trafficked victim's version as improbable or against ordinary human conduct solely on the ground of her failure to promptly protest against the ostensibly innocuous yet ominous agenda of the trafficker. Diffused and apparently disjoint manner in which the crime verticals operate in areas of recruitment, transportation, harboring, and exploitation make it difficult, if not impossible, for the victim to narrate with precision and clarity the interplay of these processes. Justice Bagchi observed in the present case the victim's testimony about the topography of the rented apartment was rebutted by two prosecution witnesses, prompting the defense to attempt to discredit her evidence. Full point. The bench underscored that courts must bear in mind while examining a victim. Full point.